Morning! It's Monday the 9th of July 2018. Welcome to... I should never have moved that camera, should I? Because I keep looking over there. Not over there. I can see you there. Don't worry. I can see. Hello! Monday the 9th of July 2018. Welcome to this morning's bright, breezy United Kingdom talk. Hope you're well this morning, gang. Nice to see that some of those boys have been rescued, isn't it? From the caves in Thailand. Why anyone would want to go in a cave, I've said this before so many times, or potholing, with the risk that at any time it could fill up with water is beyond me. It really is. It must be one of the riskiest things you can do. Awful. Anyway, they've got 4 of them out. Fantastic. In half the time they said that they think it would take. It takes them... How long does it take? Didn't they say it would take 12 hours to get each person out? I mean, I'm not. It's two. They're 2 miles under, aren't they? God, just awful. But that's not. I don't think that's like permanently in the caves. Don't they have little like airlocks or something like that where they go along a bit and then they come up, then they go along a bit and then they come up? Is it a bit like that? Don't know. But fantastic news. Fantastic news. Elon Musk's in on the action. I think he's a great bloke. And it's very sad to see people slagging him off, as they were doing on one of the Facebook groups I noticed this morning. The news from him is that scuba divers and the general rescue itself, scuba divers in Thailand, this is on the Ars Technica website. Scuba divers in Thailand have already rescued 4 of the 12 boys who have been stranded along with their coach in a flooded cave, and they are hoping to rescue the rest in the next couple of days. But in the meantime, Elon Musk has continued working on alternative strategies divers could use if conventional driving proves too difficult for the remaining boys. On Saturday, Musk settled on the idea of building a tiny kid-sized submarine using the liquid oxygen transfer tube of Falcon rocket as a hull. He ordered SpaceX engineers to begin building the device, saying it could be ready by the end of the day on Saturday. And it's finished. It's finished already. By the time it was finished, Thai officials had already begun the rescue operation without Musk's help, so the technology likely won't be needed. But Musk decided to press forward anyway, tweeting that even if it's not useful here, perhaps it will be in a future situation. I think he's a great man. I really do. And there were people, as always, who were doing nothing but criticising the fact that he was doing this thing. Oh, he's only in it for the money. I don't believe that for one moment. I know he's hideously rich. We all know that. But I think once you become so rich, surely you can't be led by money once you've got so much money. Surely not. You know, I think he just wants to move humankind forward. I have great respect for that man. Wouldn't it be great to get him on the show? Please welcome today's special guest, Elon Musk. Perhaps we could do another show from the garden. Did you enjoy the garden show on Saturday? That was a bit different, wasn't it? Well, I have done garden shows a long time ago in the past. Before we started doing the shows live, I used to do a recorded show, like a little daily recorded show, and I would literally sit in a studio like this and record my show, but you wouldn't be able to do it live, so then you'd watch the show and perhaps type a couple of messages, but I wouldn't be able to read any messages out there and then. In fact, it was all by email. Now you do the messages in instant, and generally I read them sort of within 20 minutes of you posting them. Some people get very impatient. You see them out. Why didn't you say hello to me? I typed hello. And people do get impatient. I sent a message 3 seconds ago and you haven't read it out yet. For God's sake, be a bit patient, dear. Christ's sake, if I just sat here reading messages out all the time, there'd be no show, would there? Can you just imagine turning the news on and here is the... Oh, and we want to say hello to Chris and let's say hello to Margaret today. Oh, and good morning to Mary. Right, and the news today is the 4 Thailand... Oh, let's quickly say hello to Sharon, hello to Gary, hello to Lee, and the 4 boys have been... Oh, quickly say hello to so... Oh, and there's a birthday. You'd never do a show. You'd never do a show. I try and read out the interesting ones anyway. Sometimes there's not some interesting ones. And sometimes there is, okay? So that's the 4 boys rescued from the cave. Yes, enjoyed doing the show from the garden yesterday. What I did is I recorded a little bit of it. Incorrect. I recorded all of it from the garden. And I came back here and I played it out as live. I did tell you right at the beginning of the show that I'd recorded it earlier. It's amazing. I'm amazed, dear. Amazed. Later on in the show, while it was on, people were joining and saying, is this live? Well, if you'd been there at the beginning, you would have known it, dear. Wouldn't you? Moan, moan, moan. Oh, it's not really live. You're lying to us. I told you at the beginning. So I played it out as live. And I sat here and I spoke to you by keyboard. So you were writing in and I was texting back. There were some people thought I was really clever because it looked like I was talking and typing at the same time. And that's the reason for that. But we can do that. We can sort of record half of it in the garden and then come up here and do the other half like that. That's possible as well. But it's nice to get out and about a bit sometimes, isn't it? Let's have a look. After lunch yesterday, I popped over to Ronnie's house and out come the ice cream. Oh, dear. This blooming ice cream in the summer. Oh, it's so delicious. Honeycomb. Oh, it's honeycomb. These little bits of honeycomb. I think is it Kelly's ice cream, I think, with bits of honeycomb in it. Oh, absolutely delicious. And it sticks to your teeth as you crunch it. Like that. Nice sticky ice cream. Came back here, had a sleep. And then when I got up, I added some new karaoke songs to the karaoke system. All the new songs have been added now, boys and girls. Maureen's, good morning, Maureen. I know she's probably with us this morning. Morning, Maureen. Your songs are added to the system now, along with a brand new Sunfly album. You know what Sunfly is if you're into karaoke, so I've got the brand new one on there. SF387, I think, is the number. So whatever's on SF387 is now available on there. There's some new Barry Manilow songs I've added, one of which is Bandstand Boogie, which I have had a go at. It's a bit fast. It's a bit fast, but if anyone wants to try that one, Bandstand Boogie, great song. Da 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 on the bandstand, ba 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 ba. That one, you know that one. I was looking for Who's Been Sleeping in My Bed, another Barry Manilow song, but I can't find that one as karaoke. I don't think it's been made at all, so that one's on there as. So that one I'm still looking for at the moment. So I added the new songs to computer, did some computer updates. I try and do that whenever I've got the laptop out in my house. Because the last thing you want that happening is while you're at work, because it's happened a couple of times before. The worst time ever was a couple of years ago at a place in Camden I was doing at the time, the Golden Lion, where it just suddenly restarted. And it did this update for 2 hours. And we didn't start the karaoke till about, I think it was about an hour and a quarter, an hour and a half, something like that. No, it was about half an hour. We started the karaoke about half an hour after it should have been started. But to do it, I had to go and get the spare laptop. Because it didn't stop doing its update for 2.5 hours. It was a nightmare. So once a week now, I bring the laptop home and I manually check for updates instead. So Ronnie came over last night. We watched a film on Netflix called Brain on Fire, which is excellent. It's about this little girl, not little girl, but a young lady who's got a job, and she does all these fits, she fits on the floor and all this, and she just loses her mind. And they thought she was schizophrenic, then bipolar, and she wasn't any of those things. One side of her brain was swelling. And that's what was doing it. Excellent film. Watch it, okay? So that's on Netflix, called Brain on Fire. Then I did some paperwork, some accounts, and then I went to bed. I've had a lovely night's sleep. I had the air conditioning on in my bedroom last night. I was ever so hot in bed last night. So I had the air conditioning on in my room last night for a little period of time. Saturday nights, I like to have the windows. I had the windows closed, but I do like to have the windows open. Now, Saturday night, I got home from work around about 1:10. And when I went to bed, I watched some television and I had something to eat, and I went to bed about 2:30 in the end, sort of Saturday night, Sunday morning. And honestly, there were people in a garden out there somewhere. The noise, dear. Shouting and laughing and joking. Why don't people care about anyone else? It's the I'll do what I like, mate type thing, isn't it? You know, there's so many of those people. I don't care about you. I'll do what I like. Awful, awful people. There's more and more of them down this road. There really is. Unfortunately, where I live, and we're kind of in a very small little bubble here, the four of us, all our neighbours. But it's becoming a bit estate round here. Do you know what I mean? It's on that estate. On that estate. Is that how you say it? On that estate. It's becoming a bit estate, just literally 20 yards from my house. This morning, I'm putting my bin out. Oh, it's that smell. Drugs. Oh, I can't bear that smell of marijuana. I hate that smell. And this boy's walking past. He weren't about 25, I suppose. He's smoking a spliff at about 7:45 in the morning while I'm putting my bin out. He wasn't near me. And I looked up and there he is walking. He was looking at one of the cars. I think it's a bit dodgy. Fortunately, my neighbour came out as well, Dave next door. So we were watching this boy who disappeared around the corner. And a few minutes later, he reappeared around the corner and was looking down at the cars. We saw him. Don't worry about that, dear. Smoking drugs, please. 7:45 in the morning. Oh, it stinks, that stuff. Have you ever been in someone's house who smokes that stuff? And they're always smoking it. The whole house stinks of it. It's disgusting, that stuff. It really is. I mean, you're better off to spend... I've been in people's houses, that smell of nicotine smoke. It's not as bad as that. Oh, it's awful. Marijuana smoke. Ghastly stuff. So that's this morning. My campfire stew, I made another load of that last night. And I was putting some of that in the freezer. And I've run out of glass bowls with lids on. So I've got one of the plastic ones out. This is last night. And I'm pouring from the slow cooker into I think it was about seven bowls, 2 of which were plastic because I've run out. Okay, of the other ones. This morning, so you leave it over there to cool down overnight with the tops off. I put a tea towel over it so that dead flies don't drop into it because I'm not a meat eater, you see. I'm not vegetarian. I am vegetarian, rather. So I don't want dead flies in it. So I put a tea towel. This morning, I'm putting the lids on, and this lid wouldn't go on the plastic one. So I'm pushing and pushing it. Wouldn't go on. So I've banged it with my hand. At this point, the side of it has just broken and campfire stew has shot out across the kitchen floor. So I've had to clean that up this morning. Oh, talking of last night, good news about the false Black Widow spider that I've had. Yes! And it was definitely one because it had that white mark on its back. False Black Widow spider on my ceiling in between the kitchen entrance door and the gate that's in front of it. So it is actually outside. It's not inside. Okay? And it was hiding under the light. Well, you may remember, I told you about this yesterday, okay? You may remember Saturday night I came in and I spotted it up there and I tried to get it, but very quick, dear, couldn't get it, with a broom handle, because it's on the ceiling. No, then I sprayed it with bleach. And then later on, yesterday afternoon, I looked and I spotted a leg sticking out from underneath the light fitting. So I sprayed that again with bleach. Nope. And then later on that night, I thought and I knew I hadn't got it. I knew the bleach didn't affect it at all. Not bothered by bleach. Hard little sod it was, dear. Hard. No bleach. And last night, it was there. My mate was right. I said, it's there now. It's there now. He said, and he went and got a stick. What do you call it? A bamboo stick. I said, well, that's no good. He said, why not? I said, well, the end of it is very small. You've got to get it right on to be able to get it. I said, you've got no choice. You need something big. So I found a box with a long edge and I waited till it came out far enough so it didn't have space to run back under there again. I'm ready now. Bang! And I got it. So we can all rest in peace again, boys and girls. All rest in peace again. The false Black Widow spider is no more. And I threw the box, the poison. I hope there's no eggs under there. Oh my God, there might be hundreds of them waiting there for me. Hundreds! There could be hundreds of eggs under there, dear. Waiting for the false Black Widow spiders to emerge. I like that word, emerge. Emerge from their cocoon or eggs or whatever they lay there. Horrible things. So the spider's gone, I'm pleased to say. Right, Who's sending in message this morning? Let's have a look. Where shall I start today? Ip, dip, fopping a bit, you eat dogs. Right, over on Facebook Live. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a lot of you today. First message of the morning goes to... One moment, please. I refer my lord, to the answer I gave some moments ago. Christina Ewing. Good morning, Christina, who says it's already too warm in Portsmouth. It's not too bad here so far today. It's all right here so far, Christina. It's a nice temperature. Good morning, Andy, on Facebook Live. Drex. Good morning, Drex. Diane Jeb, you lovely thing. Good morning. Hello, Alan Russell. Morning, Alan. Some new songs on the system, Alan. Oh, you like to do the old school ones. The same as me, don't you, Alan? Hope you had a nice weekend, sir. Mark Kepner. Hi, Chris. Is still buzzing after the England match. I hope it wasn't you jumping on the ambulance. Did you see them blooming idiots? Idiots. Jumping on an ambulance trying to get to do a job. Disgusting people. Anyway, the police have got them. Oh, yes. There's a little article here. Where is it now? One moment, please. Here we are in Super Sore Away Sun this morning. A woman pictured jumping on an ambulance car as booze-fueled England fans took to the streets following a win against Sweden has been identified by the police. Excellent news. Excellent. Anything for a bit of attention, some of these people, aren't it? Anything for a bit of attention. Cops have thanked social media users for sharing their plea for information. Now it's our turn, they said. So good news there, boys and girls. To be fair, she wasn't the only one. But she's obviously jumping on the ambulance for a bit of attention. And I've said so many times before, if you want a bit of attention, start your own YouTube channel up or something like that. That's what I did. You know. Do that. Mind you, I was watching one this morning, two blokes on there. And every other word, it was saying, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know where I'm coming from, bro? That's all he was saying. And he was using that N-word, an awful lot. Two of them there were. I think they were in America. God, that was so uninteresting. I'll tell you that now. Where are we going? One moment, please. That's Mark. Morning, Diane. We've done Diane. Alan says, I used to have bad trouble at night, tossing and turning in this heat, trying to sleep, but I just now seem to toss. Well, at your age, I doubt that very much, Alan. Dear me. Nothing happens anymore, does it? Good morning to Dean Hogger. Morning, Dean. Adrian Richardson, hello. Welcome to the show. Christina, can I make a song request for your radio music show? Yes, indeed, Christina. Fire away. We've got our music and chat show this morning at 10 o'clock, gang. I like to take requests, as in now, ready for the music and chat show at 10 o'clock, which you can find at reachonair.com, okay, reachonair.com. Are we echoing a bit in here? Let me turn that down, sorry. Reachonair.com, that's at 10 o'clock this morning, boys and girls. If you want a request, I can take 6, okay? Generally, please, songs that people know. Don't choose anything that no one knows, all right? Songs that people know, preferably 70s, 80s, but you can have other stuff if you want. 60s, whatever, but songs that people know. Talking of songs, now, I was trying to identify a piece of music. Now, let me see. I recorded myself doing this. 1 minute. 1 minute. Right, that's it. Now, does anyone know what this is called? Are you ready? Here it comes. Da 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 da. Anyone know what that's called? I need to know what that's called. Good morning, Ray Reynolds and Taplin. It was her birthday yesterday. Are you feeling older now, Anne? I'm sure you're not, my darling. Just a young chicken. Good morning, Anne. Be seeing you soon at the Manilow concert in September. That'll come round quick. Only 2 months now. Can you believe we've been waiting nearly 2 years? Where's that gone? Morning, Anne. Christina. Ice cream, Kelly's ice cream, honeycomb. That's the one, Christina. Just gorgeous. A different corner, George Michael. Alan, you've got it. Alan Russell. That'll be the Mirable moment. So that'll be near the end of the show, okay? That's an excellent one. A different corner. Thank you. That'll be the Mirable moment. That'll be towards the end of the show there. Okay. Good morning, Diane. Together in Electric Dreams. Excellent, Diane. Diane. Electric Dreams. Great requests coming in. If you're over on YouTube or Periscope, I'll be with you in a second, my darlings, all right? Morning to Ben, who's in Barcelona. La, 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 la. Barcelona! Stylistics, $7,000. No, I don't know that one. I know I've got lots of stylistics, but I don't know that one. I'll look for that. $7,000. Stylistics. Okay, that's what you want. I'll have a look for that one. Good morning, SOS Gregorian, who is still in Armenia, in Yerevan. Yerevan in Armenia, where it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so good after. Must be lunchtime for you shortly, SOS. Enjoy your lunch, sir. Someday Out of the Blue, says Christina. Now, what's that one? Who's that by? Someday Out of the Blue. Who's that by, Christina? Don't know that one, darling. Oh, let's scroll down. Chestnut oil for spiders. Oh, no, what, on the ceiling? I suppose I could put it on the ceiling, couldn't I? I'm not keen. I mean, I don't mind spiders, actually. The ones with long legs, they're all right, you know. But if you know, I think it's a dangerous one, the false black widow. Good morning to Gary Butler, who now calls me Caravan Band. I've bought a caravan. If you didn't see the show yesterday, watch back on that and that'll tell you all about that, okay? I've got pictures of the caravan and everything. If you missed the show yesterday, scroll down on the Facebook if you're on Facebook, or on YouTube, type in United Kingdom Talk, 8th of July 2018, and it will come up at the top there. It's the show from the garden, and I also show you around my my carrot. It's not brand new, it's a second hand, or probably third hand actually, or fourth even, I don't know. But I show you pictures of the caravan, but even better than the caravan, the position of it. I've got the most fantastic position. It took me a while to find one, but I've got it. Got it. Paid a deposit and everything. Thank you, Gary. Morning, Rob Bailey, who saw that over the Book of Face. Disgusting. Yes, jumping on the ambulance. I mean, how stupid can you be? She did. She smashed the window. These people need to be taken to court and slung in prison. Anything for a bit of attention so the fellas could be looking at her. Did you see her? You know the sort. Blonde hair, short skirt. Dear me. Who's that on my calendar? The great Barry Manilow. Who else? There's no one else in here. Only me and Barry. Me and Barry, all right? Tennessee whiskey, always a winner. Okay. Rob Bailey. Tennessee whiskey. No, it's not Nutcracker. It's not Nutcracker. Nutcracker is... It's not that one. Not that one, Cordy. No. Roy, good morning, Roy Brownlow. Morning. The clog dance, is that what it's called? No, it's not Swan Lake. I know it's not Swan Lake. No, it's not those two. Is it the clog dance, Ray, or are you having a joke? Tell me. Roy, did you buy the caravan in behind with the news? Well, yes. But I tell you about it on yesterday's show. I don't really want to do it all over again because we get fed up with me saying the same thing. It's not Swan Lake. It's not Swan Lake, no. Danny Gibbs, good morning, who is excited for the next chapter in my life. Me too, Danny. Me too. Anyone know? I'm going to sing you that song again, and then we'll go on to the YouTube messages. Just a minute, I've got it on here. Da 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 da. I believe it might have been used as the theme music to a school's programme. It could have been. Roy said, is your mum in there too? No, my mum's not around anymore. Lost her in 2000, I'm afraid. Okay, now let's go over on YouTube. Good morning, Paul Mosley. Oh, is it 9:20 already? Morning, Paul Mosley. Morning to you, sir. Morning, Joanna, you lovely thing. Hello to William Hendricks on Periscope. Morning. And Mandy on Periscope as well. What are you saying on there? Claire's off on holiday again this morning to the Isle of Sheppey. Another caravan park for 4 days. Wonderful, Claire. Did you see the pictures of my new caravan? Have you seen them yet? It's on yesterday's show, Claire. Have a look at it. All right, darling. I think you'll like it. It's lovely. It's really, really lovely. Another week of sun forecast, says Claire. Yes, indeed. I believe it might cool down a bit. Although not much. You know, it is quite stifling at the moment, but I'm not complaining. Can I have Beach Baby by First Class? Excellent, Claire. Claire L. Beach Baby, First Class. Right. Lovely. Yes, you're right. Edge of 17, Fleetwood Mac. Who's that for? Joanna. Ooh, we've got quite a lot now. We might not get all these in now. Joanna, Edge of... No more requests, darlings, all right? Because I won't get any more in. I'm only on there for an hour. Fleetwood Mac. Right. Fleetwood Mac. I like lies. You know, tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Supermo, tell me why. I don't know that one, Paul. No, don't know that one. Ah, it is indeed the clog dance. Okay, I'll try and find that. Right, from the clog dance. Let's just write that down. From that Theo Mal Gardy. I will try and find that. I'll only have 20 minutes to find it. I'll try and find that as for the classical piece that we do at hour, right? I think that's a great little song. Paul says the song was an advert. He's trying to think what it was. So thank you. Weird City Citizen, good morning to you. Hope you're enjoying the sun and he enjoyed the garden show as well yesterday. Thank you, Weird City Citizen. Thank you. Rob, the shirt collars are even today. Thank you very much. I'm glad you noticed. Doesn't notice any of the content of the show. Never comments on any news stories, but if you got your collar out of place, he's up there, along with Ray Reynolds. He loves telling me if there's something wrong. Ray Reynolds is not the only one, to be fair. Jerry Millen's another one. Oh, the calendar's wrong. Oh, the clock is 3 seconds out. They tell you something's wrong, but they never comment on any of the content. You kind of wonder why you're bothered sometimes. Plus, you could just sit here in silence. What I could do tomorrow... for the show, I'll just say hello and then just sit here in silence. But before the show, I'll do something and you can see if you can spot what's wrong. Okay? I think that's an excellent idea. Morning, Maureen. Hello, Maureen, joining us this morning on her TiVo. Maureen watches via a TiVo box. TiVo box. Is it going to be a caravan of love? No, I doubt that very much. It's a caravan where I can go and be near my sister and the family up there. I can't wait for great nieces and nephews to visit me. I'm very excited, okay, because they are fascinated. Our children are so, not mysterious, inquisitive. It's like when I've been on holiday before, great nephew George, he's like, you can go around his caravan and it's like, can we go to your caravan now, Chris? Well, why do you want to go to my caravan? It's the same as yours. Yeah, but it's yours. And they like to, and they come and nose around. I think it was it last year? Last year, I did an Easter egg hunt where I hid Easter eggs in the caravan. I thought, well, that's 2 hours of fun for them. 2 hours? They find a lot of them in 10 minutes. Very eagle-eyed. He came in looking around. Actually, I think that's on the opening video. It's either on the opening video or the closing video. There's a bit where great nephew George is in the caravan and he comes in the side door of the caravan. You can see him coming in, right? And he's looking around like that. That's the Easter egg hunt that I did for them a couple of years ago when we was at Tattershaw Lakes in Lincolnshire. I don't stay there. I won't need to pay any more. Got my own one, dear. Own one. Good price and all. Good price, good position, everything. Good morning, Rio, who is in sunny Blackpool this morning. Good morning, Rio. Oh, you're not going on that blooming thing, are you? That Big Dipper? Pfft, sod that. No, thank you. It goes up and up. My mate went on it. He said it goes up and up and up and up and up. And then you get to the top and you can't see anything other than the sea. And then it drops and you think you're going to die. Why would you want to go on something like that? The Big Dip, very popular, of course. Some people go on several times. You must be off your heads. Madness. I wouldn't even go on the little one for the kids at Legoland. There's a little one that goes slowly. I was screaming my head off on that. Oh, Rob. Thank you. Let's have a look. Good. Right, what else have we got for you this morning? Some more news here, gang. This is interesting in this morning's Daily Mail. Now, have you ever been to a hotel? posh hotel, perhaps? I don't go to posh hotels. But if you do, I bet you've nicked stuff before, you thieves. Thieves, dear, thieves. Well, in this morning's Super Soraway Daily Mail, it tells you what you can nick and what you can't. It says checking into a fancy hotel is just heaven, right? Big bed, spongy carpet, bath you could fit a rugby team into. Well, any time, I'm very happy with that. Very, very happy to share a bath with filthy, dirty water with a load of rugby players who have just come off the... Oh, I'm getting all hot now. Oh, I'm getting excited. Sometimes a Japanese loo with all sorts of exciting buttons. There's generally a smart pair of slippers behind you and a fluffy dressing gown in the bathroom, plus a minibar to attack. But should you? Are the macadamia nuts free or aren't they? I like that. Do you like those macadamia nuts? They do those in Waitrose. Oh, very nice. The trouble with hotels, what you can and can't take home is often unclear. There may be a passive-aggressive note on an umbrella. If you'd like to take me home, please talk to the front desk. Read a card hooked over a brolly in a Belfast hotel I stayed in recently. But there may be no indication at all. And if you don't want to accidentally pack a dressing gown, only to find you're stung with a hefty bill for it later. They have your credit card details. This is the thing, I often see, I got the towels or the sheets out of the hotel. I mean, they get you credit. They know if you've nicked something. Surely you get charged for this stuff. I mean, I suppose we all have the soap and we all have the little bottles with the shampoo. I mean, how bad are they for the environment? Little plastic bottles all over the place. Thousands and thousands of them being given out every day. There's people in certain countries, right, who are drowning. Not because of water, in plastic. It's up to their necks. They're on tippy toes walking around, trying to keep their heads above the plastic. According to a recent survey, 1 in every 10 hotel guests steal. Is it you? Steal at least one item from their room. So as the holiday season approaches, I've consulted a few hotel insiders about what you can or can't nick to avoid any awkwardness on your way out. Now here's the items you can steal. You ready for this? So if you're going on holiday, take an extra bag with you. You can have this lot for nothing. Toiletries. You've always been able to take a little bottles of shampoo, conditioner, moisturiser and so on, which are not only the perfect one for travelling with, but feel so much more luxurious than the thin sliver of imperial leather at home. Do you do that with your soap? Who's got soap? I don't use soap anymore. It's all like liquid stuff I use now, which I suppose is worse than soap for the environment when you think about it, because that comes in a plastic bottle, doesn't it? But it's better than soap, isn't it? Remember that little thin bit? And I can't bear it, dear. It's less acceptable, it says, however, to clear your bathroom every day and hide these miniatures in your luggage, so housekeeping has to replace them again and again. Ditto breezing past an unattended trolley in the corridor outside and cramming your pockets with bottles. Who's done that? You! Have you gone past that trolley with all the toiletries on it and shoved a load in your bag? Thieving bastards. Beware the hotels that leave big bottles of products in your bathroom, as in the Soho House hotels. It's a growing trend because it's more environmentally friendly than giving away hundreds of little plastic bottles. There you go. But should you slip a big bottle into your luggage on the way out, you'll have to pay for it. You'll get charged. Remember, they've got your credit card details. You cannot escape. Slippers. Absolutely fine, said the head butler of the Savoy. We never reuse slippers, so they're yours to take home. There you go. If you happen to have a spare of £8,500 knocking about, you might want to consider staying at the Royal Suite at the Goring, the hotel just behind Buckingham Palace, where Kate Middleton stayed. As part of the package, they chuck in a personalised dressing gown with your name on it. And slippers for you to take home embroidered with your initials. I should think so too for £8.5 dear. You buy a caravan with that. I like to think that Kate's still wearing hers at the Kensington Palace. Now, what about umbrellas? It says, with these, you should think twice. That's a song by Celine Dion. La 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 la. Certain hotels don't mind, but not at all. David Youngs, head concierge at Brown's Hotel in Mayfair, says they won't charge for brollies because it feels like penny pinching, and they're quite good marketing. Yeah, they would have all the logo and all that on it, wouldn't it, as well? Fruit! Yep, take your fruit. Take your fruit. Stationery, it says go for it. In super posh hotels such as the Savoy, when you check in, you'll find headed hotel notepaper at a desk with your name printed on it. Wow! Saying that you are in residence at that hotel. Use it. Write letters to everyone you know. This is in the Daily Mail this morning. Make sure anyone you've had ever realises you're a very grand person staying there. What have you nicked from a hotel? Anything? Have you ever nicked anything from a hotel? What did you nick? Tell me. Pillows? No. No. You're now often given a pillow menu to choose from. Memory foam, goose feather, the underbelly fluff from a rare breed of yak. As a result, in one particular London hotel, there's been such a spate of pillow theft that they started sending out notes to guests saying, "We're glad you like our pillows so much, so please find an enclosed invoice." Hats! The bowler hats in our Charlie Chaplin suite kept going missing for a while, says Sean at the Savoy. And at the Berkeley Hotel, the doorman's top hat once went walkabout for a week. No, can't take those. The Bible. Not that any of you will be reading that. No, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Not allowed to nick the Bible. Batteries from the TV remote. Can you believe people nick those? If you return home, your bag erupting with loo rolls like some sort of deviant kleptomaniac, then I'm sorry, but you need professional help. Andrex is widely available. Don't nick the loo roll. It says on his TV remote for the batteries, a problem now so widespread that some hotels now screw the remote control panel down so the batteries cannot be snatched. Shocking. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. So that's it. Don't nick stuff from hotels. Who's been nicking stuff from hotels? Is it you? Is it you we're looking for? Let's have a look here. Rob is surprised at the batteries. Yeah, me too. I'm very, very surprised at batteries. Let's have a look here. One moment, please. Rio says, already been on the Icon. Such an amazing ride. Is that what it's called? The Icon, the Big Dipper thing at Blackpool? Or is that a different thing? I've never been to Blackpool, believe it or not. Rio says, I've had my share of towels from posh hotels. Oh, come on, Rio. You've never been to a posh hotel. 2-star hotels you stay at. Bed and breakfast. I bet you... Travel Lodge, love. Travel Lodge. Dear, dear me. Good morning to Russ, Philip, Vernon. Morning. And Aaron. Hello to you, Aaron. Welcome to the show, sir. Andy's nicked a few towels as well. There you go. Naughty people stealing things. Adrian's nicked a bed or two. Roy says he's pinched the maid's backside. Oh, you won't be able to do that, Rob. Not anymore. You'll be on the front page of the Daily Mail. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Claire. I'm very pleased. Very pleased. Try and watch yesterday's show because you'll see the pictures on it. I think you'll like it. All right. And I'll tell you how much it was next time I see you. All right. Weird City Citizen says, we know when people steal, but we let them. But we know. We do know. Guests ask for irons, which are in the rooms. And that's why we know they are planning on stealing an iron. Paul, my missus always nicks the shower caps and says, what's the point of a shower cap? I mean, the idea of a shower is to clean everything, including your hair. I never understand people that wear shower caps in the air. Do the whole thing at the one time. Don't you, eh? Weird Citizen is noted names. Has taken names of people who nick things. Cordy reckons bog rolls. Yeah, bog rolls. I used to nick bog rolls from places I worked at. I won't lie to you. I did. All right, I must get ready for my music and chat show. Thanks for all your requests this morning, boys and girls. I'll do my best to play all. How many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. Ooh, that's pushing it a bit, actually. But I'll do my best. I shall try and play all your requests within my music and chat show. That starts at 10 o'clock. To find that, go to reachonair.com. Go to reachonair.com. click on Listen Live. That's about 2 minutes. It's about 2 minutes past 10 I start, not bang on 10. After the music that's on now, then they play some adverts, and then you'll hear reach on air. When you hear that bit, reach on air, at that point, the network has come to me. And you're hearing me, okay? That's how it works. So when the adverts, that's not me playing the adverts at 10 o'clock. That comes from the main reach place. And then I tell you what, I play this. I play this. When you hear that, I've started. That's coming from me, that is. But I have to play that whole 30 seconds without talking, because sometimes the crossover isn't perfect, and it might join me halfway through that, right? Or it might join me right at the beginning. So if you hear the singing, this bit here. See, so it's a long 30 seconds. And then that allows them to allows us both to join up. And once you hear that, that's me then. Okay, that's how it all works. Right, let's do today's birthdays, and you can find that at reachonair.com. Click Listen Live at around about a minute and a half, 2 minutes past 10 o'clock. It's also available, incidentally, on the TuneIn app. If you've got the TuneIn app on your mobile phone, then you can listen on there. Okay, just type in Reach on Air, 3 separate words, and it should come up at the top there. And you can just click that and it plays out, all right? Just 3 birthdays for you this morning, gang. Maxine Roberts. I think you're the Maxine who comes along and sings at karaoke. So if it is you, Maxine, a big happy birthday to you, darling. Donna Borg today is 50 years old. Happy birthday to Donna. And Richard Fisher as well, who does some radio, or at least you used to do radio. I think you're still doing it. Happy birthday to you, Richard. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And I should have got you to choose the Manilow track this morning. So if you want to send us a private message with your selected Manilow track, that'll be round about 10:15, the Manilow track, then I'll be pleased to play that for you, Anne. All right, choose the Manilow track, Anne. Okay, darling. Hair dryers. Roy said. The hair dryers are fastened into a drawer. I know. It's very difficult trying to get your head in the drawer, isn't it? Paul Moseley says, wouldn't you nick Ron at Cristiano Ronaldo's dressing gown? You have the same initials. I think I might. Not because it's the same initials, but because it's Cristiano Ronaldo's dressing gown. I hope it's not been washed first. Learn the text number before you go live. That's a good idea. In fact, I think I might write it down. Good morning to Rob in the Wirral. Good morning, Rob. Hope you're well. When staying in a posh hotel, the rule is as much as you can stuff into your case. Rob's in Chester this morning. No, I'm not inviting you round here, Rob. Let me write down that texting number so I can get that right later. There we are, 259675. There we go. Right, I must go and sort myself out. Ready for the show, gang. Okay, thanks very much for joining us here on the chat show this morning. I'll see you again very soon. Tonight, it's karaoke. You can join us at... Sorry, wrong one. There we are. Go. Monday night at Central Station Bar. Now, we start tonight at 8 o'clock. From next Monday, we'll be starting at 7:30, okay? So from next Monday, we'll be starting at 7:30. What I'm going to do tonight is try and get there as if I'm starting at 7:30, so I know what time to leave, okay? But that, you know, I may not get there. I probably will. So if I'm there earlier, I'll start earlier. But the official time tonight is 8 o'clock. From next week, we move at 7:30. I'll try and get there for 7:30 tonight and be set up for 7:30. So I know that gives me the rough idea of what time I need to leave any earlier or any later next week. All right, thanks ever so much, gang. I'll see you again very soon. Music and Chat Show, 20 minutes, 10 o'clock, reachonair.com. Have a nice Monday. Bye-bye.